water, the most precious resource on Earth. It is essential for all forms of life, for several purposes. Water for people, water for nature, water for food, water for production, water for spirituality and culture, and water for pleasure. To ensure the right quantity and quality of water for each purpose, an integrated management of our water resources is required. The capacity to integrate depends on knowledge and action. But where does this knowledge come from? And how can it be used for sustainable development?
Ghana is indeed grateful that UNESCO-IHE of Water Education has established an ultra-modern laboratory in this university for studies in water and sanitation. Two very important areas that government is currently grappling with.
For development and management of our water and environmental resources, knowledge needs to be internalized and applied by professionals and organizations. This means sharing, exchanging, and disseminating of explicit and tacit knowledge in a creative learning process. Processes require a proper design and an intensive connectivity between the several stakeholders for acceleration and continuity of high-quality knowledge to meet the Millennium Development Goals. For the sustainable development of our water and environmental sectors, local knowledge institutions are of vital importance. They form the knowledge link to users, service providers and authorities in the sector. Therefore, their capacity needs to be maintained, developed and/or strengthened. One of the centers of excellence in the world of water education and research is UNESCO-IHE based in Delft in the Netherlands. It has developed its expertise in education, training, research and capacity building in the fields of water management, water security, environmental integrity and urbanization over almost half a century. The mission of the Institute is to contribute to education and lifelong learning of professionals, to develop new knowledge relevant to development, and to build the capacity of sector organizations, knowledge centers and other institutions in developing countries and countries in transition. The UNESCO-IHE brings together a coalition of partners from North and South in educational and collaborative research programs. Participants from all over the world come to this institute for their postgraduate education and training. More than 12,000 professionals from more than 120 countries have been trained since the establishment of the institute. Together with its partner institutions, a total number of 18,000 alumni, the former graduates, can be potentially mobilized to share their knowledge with others. Graduates are carriers of knowledge and are considered to be essential agents of change in a process for sustainable development. UNESCO-IHE and its partners are connecting as many alumni as possible in communities of practice. UNESCO-IHE is entitled by the UNESCO members of states as a connector between demand and supply of knowledge for capacity building in a vast network of water and environmental institutions, agencies and governments. The Millennium Challenge can only be dealt with in partnership and not alone.
I think the main feature is of partnership for water education and research is mobilizing knowledge, international knowledge within regions and world over to try and solve some water and related problems. I find it unique in that you have people contributing at different levels, but tapping the knowledge which is existing in different situations, and then you solve a given problem, which I find unique because we are all not strong at the same level. Some are weak, some are strong, but the partnership recognizes that others, even if they are weak, they can still contribute to the building of the partnership.
Knowledge is delivered to many people in institutions in developing countries and countries in transition by using powerful blended learning systems in which creative human-to-human interactions are enhanced and complemented with modern electronic and communication systems. Local institutions also need to be equipped in such a way that globally or regionally mobilized knowledge through partnerships is adapted to local conditions and disseminated to all in need. In particular, institutions in developing countries and countries in transition need this north-south and south-south connectivity to benefit from the synergy offered in knowledge partnerships. With the challenges of today and those of tomorrow, one single institution cannot do it alone.
And what we can offer is, actually we have been through for last 30 years. We were from a developing area and now become a fully developed area. So we have so many successful experience. We have many not so successful experience, and we have some failure experience. And those experiences that we can share with those partners all over the world. And we have developed some useful skills, and of course the knowledge we can share with our partners. And of course we need some feedback, like our weather forecasting, flood warning. We are very good, but still we can have some feedback from Europe, from IHE or from China, so that we can get together and solve the problem.
With these new approaches, learning will become more effective and inspiring. This innovative approach is expected to accelerate and intensify the process of knowledge sharing and transfer. It will enable partners to reach many more learners in the world, ensuring connectivity for life. Water. You have no taste, no color, no scent. One cannot describe you. One only enjoys you without knowing you. You are not something that is needed for life. You are life itself. You fulfill us with a sense of happiness, yet cannot be explained by the senses only. With you, all the powers from which we have distanced ourselves come back to us. You are the most precious wealth in the world, and yet you are also the most fragile one, so pure, emerged from the womb of the earth.